Who knew the science teacher in Far From Home was right? And it really was witches the entire time. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm going to talk about my theory on who the new MCU villain is going to be, as well as how we're getting the multiverse. Now, if you are not caught up on WandaVision, please turn this off now. Go watch that series. It's excellent. But I am going to have to spoil the heck out of it. And also, there are potential spoilers for what could be coming, as in, what could happen in Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2. So if you don't want to have anything ruined, I mean, again, just my guesses here. But if I'm right, then you might know what's coming. So you've been warned. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Well, I know in WandaVision we had thought we were getting the multiverse with Pietro. We did not, but the multiverse has been mentioned a few times now, and Wanda has the Darkhold. That's just surface level stuff here. What I really think is going to happen, and this is going to kind of sound surprising, is that we're actually going to get the multiverse as a result of Peter Parker and Spider-Man 3, not necessarily magic. I think Peter in 3 is either going to be looking for a way to put the genie back in the bottle, make sure that, oh no, everybody knows who I am. So he's trying to figure out a way to make everybody forget that. It's possible it could be a villain. It is possible it could be a villain that this causes this as well. But in either case, Peter is going to use something science-y, the accurate term, to create a rip in the multiverse. Maybe he's just fighting the villain and something happens to the machine or a machine and it rips a fabric in reality. And suddenly the multiverse starts opening and it opens certain doorways into other multiverses, similar to what happened in Into the Spider-Verse. So I think what's going to happen is, with Peter trying to fix this, Doctor Strange has to step in because science alone won't fix it. So he steps in, Doctor Strange, and closes the doors. However, these doors don't stay open, and that leads us into Multiverse of Madness. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the exact same doors reopen. It's just more like once these doors have opened, suddenly the entire multiverse is now possibly converging on itself. And we're looking at a situation where Doctor Strange, in his own movie, is now having to tape up the seams to all of reality, or realities, all caused from what happens in Spider-Man 3. Now, how does WandaVision come in? Well, as we saw at the end of WandaVision, if you watch the stinger, Wanda has the Darkhold and is looking for her children. I think she's looking for them in the multiverse. She can't necessarily pull them back with magic alone, so maybe she's trying to find a way into whatever realm they went into. Maybe she thinks they didn't exactly disappear. Maybe she thinks they didn't exactly just, fade to nothingness. Maybe she believes that from wherever she pulls her magic, so to speak, that is the realm where they now exist, and she's trying to find her way there. Mic bump. But that means she may show up in Doctor Strange 2 as the villain, but the villain with good intentions, which I've spoken about this before on the channel. I think that's one of the most compelling villains you can have. People like Magneto, who are truly after a goal that's worthy, but they're just doing it by the worst means possible. Of course, Magneto at times tends to not just want mutant equality, he wants mutant superiority, but you get my meaning. It's this good intentioned villain. And I think that's going to be Wanda. I think she's going to come in and Strange is going to want to stop her. No, you can't go into the multiverse. It's going to screw things up. Fights ensue. And we just learned that, as Agatha said, her power may rival that of the Sorcerer Supreme. Okay, well, I think we have to see that. I think by that line alone, we have to see a fight between them just to establish what's the dominance here. That actually may lead us to 2 other characters from WandaVision. I think it's possible that we're going to get Agatha back because Wanda needs to enlist her help on figuring out the Darkhold and figuring out which reality or how to get into this reality she needs in order to find her children. And, and of course the bargain being, okay, I'm going to release you from your nosy neighbor cage if you help me find my kids. And keep in mind, Far From Home, not No Way Home, Far From Home took place about a year after the events of WandaVision, or at least after the events of the snap, because it looked like they had gone through an entire school year at that point and they were on summer vacation. So that to me tells me it's been about a year since the snap. Probably, I figured the last snap happened like last fall, maybe summer. And this is now happening the following summer. WandaVision took place before all of that. It would have taken place, well, it was only a few weeks after the snap, the second snap. So that means the White Vision has been gone this entire time. And I think the White Vision's been out there searching for his own identity, trying to figure out who he is. He has all of Vision's memories now, but is he Vision? So he's been out there doing basically a walkabout, trying to find himself. I think Doctor Strange could bring him in as a way to reach Wanda, who is going to be the only person that might be able to reach her. Granted, it might also incense her because she's going to know it's not her vision. But at the same time, this could be our road to getting him back, but not fully, because I think he won't identify himself completely as Vision because he doesn't have the stone, and that could be a whole plot unto itself. But I think that's how we could get him back in the movie. Strange seeks him out, pulls him into the situation. That Vision still has a love for Wanda, even if he's not sure about who he is. And he's going to try to reel her back in. And Wanda herself is going to want to stop herself, because I think eventually she's going to get to the point where she's doing this and it's going to destroy our reality, or the MCU reality, I should say. And she'll have to pull herself back. And there will probably even be another villain out there. Maybe because of what she's doing, she's releasing Mephisto or Dormammu, somebody, one of those big high tier bad entities that definitely don't need to get out. And maybe she's about to release one inadvertently, and she has to take a step back and realize, oh, I'm about to destroy the world or something by doing this. I don't mean to do that. And suddenly we get our Wanda back, and she becomes goodish again, and, the end, so to speak. I mean, White Vision helps her out. Agatha scurries off to whatever nefarious schemes she wants to get off to, or maybe I have a feeling she's going to be more in between. I have a feeling going forward. I have a feeling she's not going to be the bad guy in movies, but she's going to be a bit of a pain, a lovable pain. Yeah, so that's my theory on how we're getting the multiverse, as well as Wanda as the main villain. I know it's a lot to take in. I know there are probably things in here that are completely wrong, but I think this is a very good template, considering everything we've seen, considering everything that was left open in WandaVision, and we're not really hearing anything about a WandaVision 2, and with all these story threads still out there, and Agatha even saying things like, "You're gonna need me," well, it's Doctor Strange too. It just all tracks for me. Maybe you have your own theories. Maybe I said something in here that you're going, oh wait, but what about this? Leave those comments below. I love these conversations. I love talking about this. I love figuring these things out, even if we can't. I don't want to figure them out. I want Marvel to surprise me. I always want them to surprise me. But I also like the idea of just trying to figure it out, and you guys telling me, even when I'm wrong, or how something else would work better. I want to hear it, so leave that below. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to see more content like this. Okay, and before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves, and please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.